After my presidency, I became a private servant. When I was thinking about it,
Oh, you left?
water ice.
I know, tell me that, that's fine.
Serious. Well, we're done. Hey guys, sorry about that. Had to go through security. I didn't think I realized. So here we are at Independence Hall, and I'm about to view one of the most iconic symbols in American history. I'm about to show you the Liberty Bell. I'm not going to stick around very long, but you used to be able to see it through the window. Now you can't. Okay, so I'll show you the Liberty Bell over here. Sorry about that, Billy. How you doing? There we go. There we go. There's a piece of iconic piece of history right there. At the Liberty Bell was originally cast in 1752, and it broke upon the first time it got struck. And I think they tried to repair it. I'm not really sure, but ever since then, oh, sorry, somebody's taking pictures. Trying to see if you can see the crack over there. I don't know where the crack is. Oh, here it is. There's the original crack. Hey, Thomas. Well, so I think the inscription that's written on it is proclaim freedom throughout all land. And by the 1830s, it became obviously a symbol of freedom by abolitionists. So anyway, and it remains a cultural. Oop, cultural iconic piece of American history, and it's free to visit. That's the best part about it. So there you guys go. Pretty cool, huh? I normally would have just walked by it. Usually you can see it through the window, but I couldn't see it. And now this is connected right to Independence Hall. I'm going to show you another really cool part right here. Not going to stick around too long. We got a lot to do today, so yeah. But yes, guys, sorry, I forgot to tell you. I am in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of the cheesesteak and home of some of the founding fathers. Um, yeah, Philadelphia is a really great place if you're really into Revolutionary War history. And we just passed the 250th anniversary of July 4th. And very interesting also is like I think it was Thomas Jefferson and John Adams also died on the 4th of July. So right here, there we go. It's very interesting to know that very interesting when you learn that the founding fathers actually walked these streets. That is Independence Hall right there, guys. That is where the adoption papers of America were signed. The Declaration of Independence was signed right there in that building. Very cool, huh? So cool. Now I'm about to walk down the street and show you the burial ground of Benjamin Franklin and some of the founding fathers. Really interesting. So yeah, we're not going to go in there, but yeah, I just thought I'd show you. Pretty cool, huh? A piece of American history was signed right there, 1776, the 4th of July. Pretty cool, huh? And I believe also, it's also worth noting that I believe the White House was actually first constructed in Philadelphia, but it got moved. Or actually, it was here for 7 years, and then it finally got moved to Washington, D.C. I think it got moved because, sorry, that bus noise. George Washington wasn't a fan of the White House. I think he wanted to live in his own. I think that's why he was buried at Mount Vernon. I don't think he spent his final years as president in the White House. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. Um, but yes, if you're a history buff when it comes to Revolutionary War, you know, George Washington walked these streets. And he was the one who coined the term Mr. President. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. It just took me a while to get through security to get through the Liberty Bell. I would have just gone through the window, but yeah. Anyway. Well, thanks for stopping by, everybody, though. It's pretty cool. All right, now I'm about to walk down the street. Actually, if you just walk a little bit further down the street here, there is a church. I forget what it's called, but I'll find out here in a second. And this church is pretty iconic because it is the burial site of Benjamin Franklin and I think a few other historical figures. And you know, it's also this church is famous for. I can't remember what it is, but I'll find out. It's an Episcopalian church, but I think the movie National Treasure, when Nicolas Cage was running, was still the Declaration of Independence. That's exactly where it was. That's the church that he ran. He ran through that cemetery. But we're here. We'll be there in a second. So. What's up, B? Beast, how are you? I hope everybody's having a good day. But yeah, there's also an old tale associated with Benjamin Franklin's grave. If you throw a quarter on it and it lands on head, you'll get 30 years of good luck. So we're going to try that too. Okay, we're coming across the church right here. Yeah. Come on. Okay, so right here. So this is the wall that covers it, I believe. We'll see it here in a second. Hope everybody's doing well today. Sorry, I hope I didn't lose you guys, but yeah. Oh, I suck. There's nobody on. Yep, here it is. This is the Christ Church. That's it. It's an Episcopalian church. Okay, there we go. All right, and it's an yeah, or I think it used to be back in the day. It was well known as the Church of England. King Henry VIII started. Yeah, it is actually a really nice church for an Anglican church. Yeah, we're about to go into the cemetery that it has in there. We're about to go visit old Benjamin Franklin's grave. There we go. I hope they don't have security measures like they do everywhere else. Hello.
Hello.
Can you take cards?
Absolutely.
All right. Just one, please. Thank you.
$5. We also have a map of the site for $1 and cold water for $1 as well.
Outside they're $1 or what? You say they're $5, but you also have what? I'm sorry. Water for
A map of the site for $1
Oh,
and
okay.
cold water for $1 as well.
So 6. So.
Right, $86.
Go.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
And where's Benjamin Franklin's grave?
He's right down that
It's
way.
right down
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're good to go.
Is there anybody else that's buried here?
Yeah, there are 4 other signers that are buried here, and they're plaques, and they'll tell you all about.
Thank you.
Dr. Moore took over at the church.
Yes.
I guess I was wrong. It's actually $5 to get in. So here it is, Christ Church. And then it gives you a little bit of information about it. Not exactly sure who else is buried here, but we're just here to see Benjamin Franklin. We'll see him here in a second. It's right over here.
Roberts.
There we go. Oh, so he was buried right next to his wife, actually. So there's people. Yeah, if you throw a coin on his grave, I guess we'll just throw a dime. You throw a coin on his grave and it lands on heads. You actually get 30 years of good luck. So he's buried right with his wife. Well, this is the burial site of the man that's on the $100 bill, the man who discovered or redefined electricity, I guess, as you would call it. One of the greatest inventors of American history. I didn't really like all of his political views, but I don't do politics anyway. But he was definitely a very influential man of American history. Funny, he wasn't even a politician, though. All right, here we go. That doesn't count. No.
Yeah. Let's go around.
Well, there you have it. That is the burial site of Benjamin Franklin, the man on the $100 bill. I couldn't really see what it landed on. I can't even get a penny to land on there correctly. But I think I have terrible name. All right, guys. Yep. As you can see, Benjamin and Deborah Franklin. So cool, right?
Extra burial ground. Yes. Final replaces about 4,000, 5,000 people, including 5 signers that I mentioned earlier. This plot owned by John Reed and his wife Sarah. Eventually, Franklin will take it over. It's his father-in-law's plot. This is the back quarter of the burial ground. The original entrance would have been back. Above Franklin is his grandson Francis. Next to him, his daughter Sarah, and other family members. So, like I said, about 4 to 5,000 people buried on these 2 graves. The coins have become an idea. Penny saved, penny earned. Obviously, the pennies are on their way out, so they're going to be more scarce. The coins are made right over there. So they will collect them when you're taking care of the fee. So feel free to take a few minutes over there. And we'll have it here.
Okay, well, there you have it. There was a tour guide that walked by and gave some information about it. So I guess it's a penny you throw on there. A penny saved, a penny earned. So that's what a penny earned, a penny saved. Whichever way it goes. So it's a penny you throw on there. All right, guys. All right, guys. Well, we got so much other places to go and so much other places to be. So I think I'm not sure, but I think our next stop might be either probably going to be the Rocky statue, I guess, depending on how far it is. So I think I'm going to go there, and then after that, I think we'll go to what do you call it? I think after that we'll go to the Philadelphia Eastern State Penitentiary, and then also to the Reading Terminal City Market, and then also Passanino's cheesesteak places. All right, got so much to do, so little time to do it. So I'm going to have to sign off and catch you guys later. So